The Liddell Scott Jones Greek Lexicon, or LSJ, tells us that the word mania is related to madness, enthusiasm, inspired frenzy and passion. In the dialogues of Plato's Phaedrus, we find the term used to describe the musa or muse, where the muse is described as inspiring or entering into a state of Bacchic frenzy. In Phaedrus, Socrates discusses the nature of madness and its link to prophecy. Here he tells us that the prophetesses of Delphi and the priestesses of Dodona conferred great benefits on the Hellenic world while in this state. When discussing the word mantica, or prophecy, and its connection to manica, or madness, he tells us they were originally the same word, with the insertion of the letter tau being a later addition. Quote, "It might be so if madness were simply an evil. But there is also a madness which is a divine gift, and the source of the chiefest blessings granted to men. For prophecy is a madness. And the prophetesses at Delphi and the priestesses at Dodona, when out of their senses, have conferred great benefits on Hellas, both in public and private life. But when in their senses, few or none. And I might also tell you how the Sibyl and other inspired persons have given to many an intimation of the future, which has saved them from falling. There will be more reason in appealing to the ancient inventors of names, who would never have connected prophecy, mantica, which foretells the future and is the noblest of arts, with madness, manica, or called them both by the same name if they had deemed madness to be a disgrace or dishonour. They must have thought that there was an inspired madness which was a noble thing. For the two words, mantica and manica, are really the same, and the letter tau is only a modern and tasteless insertion. The third kind is the madness of those who are possessed by the muses, which, taking hold of a delicate and virgin soul, and their inspiring frenzy, awakens lyrical and all other numbers. With these adorning the myriad actions of ancient heroes for the instruction of posterity. But he who, having no touch of the muse's madness in his soul, comes to the door and thinks that he will get into the temple by the help of art, he, I say, and his poetry are not admitted. The sane man disappears and is nowhere when he enters into rivalry with the madman." End quote. When we look at the Greek lexicon, we are shown the word mantikos is related to oracular prophecy and the faculty of divination. The word manikos is shown as being related to madness, frenzy, and inspiration. Entry number 3 says it is used of an act causing madness, where it offers us an example of where it is used in Plutarch's Lives alongside the word pharmakon, which is described as meaning drug, potion, filter, or spell, and in some instances it is also used to describe a dye or paint. This should not come as a surprise, as there are sources which describe such substances as being used in religious rites. The name of Calchas, the prophet of Apollo mentioned in Homer's Iliad, does after all have a name derived from the word kalche, which the LSJ tells us is used of murex mollusks, or even the purple dye which they produce.